Don't mind my broken fan, but welcome back to the channel, guys. We are looking at, oh, full screen. We are looking at a new release called Like Yay 2. Now, this is from a guy that I had never listened to before named Big Yavo. Big Yavo, maybe is how you're supposed to pronounce it. He is from Birmingham, Alabama. He is not underground per se, but he is definitely in that realm in between underground and mainstream. He's not quite through yet, but he's definitely prevalent. One of the notable things, I actually like this album a lot. I think not a lot. It's okay. I think it's a pretty good project overall. Definitely caught me off guard with how much I liked it, especially first listen, how kind of entertaining it was. Before we get into that, though, I know a lot of you guys that watch this aren't subscribed. I need you to subscribe. I need you to like. I need you to comment so other people will subscribe, like, and comment, and do the same thing. If you would do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's get back into the review. Now, this guy, I know I mentioned he's from Alabama. Definitely noticed that the first time I heard it. I was like, oh yeah, that accent. He's an Alabamian. You know, other Alabamian rappers have that same kind of accent. He uses his to advantage on his flows and some of the lyrics and some of his wordplay and the way he says things, the way he talks about things. He mentions where he's from multiple times on this project, and I think that's cool. The album starts off really strong. I think Plot Twist is one of the best songs on the album. Excuse my lisp. I have like a mouth sore at the bottom of my tongue, and it hurts insanely bad. Anyway, Plot Twist is a fun little storytelling song with where kind of just like a going about his life, and at the end there's like a funny little twist, and it's plot twist. It wasn't kind of underwhelming though what the plot twist was. I'm not going to spoil it because that's a plot twist. I'm not going to spoil a plot twist. Good song though, good wordplay, good bars, gets you into a vibe of this album. And maybe none of the other tracks are kind of at that quite same storytelling type of aspect, but there is some good lyrical content here. Dear Mama is another song that I really like. Also, the productions on here is really good. Most notably, the song with Key Glock, Shake It, has like a really cool like sample to it. I think it's a sample or like background noises that are really good. I love the beats of that song. I think it doesn't carry it, but like it is definitely the main attractor in my opinion. Speaking of Key Glock, he's probably the only feature on this whole album. I'm looking at him just to make sure I'm correct that I actually care for. A lot of now that wouldn't be a big problem if there wasn't that many. There's quite a few. I mean, I don't. Excuse me. Wow. I don't like Love Soldier. This and That is one of the better songs on the project until he actually gets on it. Fox BD's fine. Top Option is fine. Fat Mac is okay. I like Hood Rich. I like Candy Lady. Those are just the songs, by the way. Give Me a Hug is another song that I like. Hustle. Where the Fuck My Ride. Crunk. That's a good little stretch there. Kind of closer to the end. I do think this album's a little long. 19 songs. A little lengthy on the time there. But besides that, I actually really like this project. It's kind of simplistic. It's not necessarily something that you're really gonna gather too much from lyrical content wise or like what he's saying, but it's just some stuff, there's some tracks in here talks about just certain shit that goes on in his day that you might relate to. But there's also your kind of typical like it's trap music, which isn't a bad thing or nothing like that. Could I probably get what he's giving from other rappers better, so why would I listen to this one? Is that kind of the case sometimes? Yeah. A couple of the songs are a little formulaic, but like it's not that big of a deal. Let me what's another good example of, hold on one second, I'm pulling it up. I promise. I just wasn't at the right spot. Um Sorry, my head. Keep It is another good song that I like. A lot of his like he doesn't really do anything too crazy with his voice, but his voice reminds me of Big X the Plug, and not that they sound similar, but in the fact that they are like they use their voices in a good way. It sounds like powerful, it sounds stronger, and I think in a lot of songs, specifically on Keep It, he uses that to his advantage, and that kind of like almost how excited he said like sounds to say things like on Shake It. There's just so much energy behind what he's saying, and it keeps you invested, it keeps you invigorated, it keeps you in the song with him, kind of like doing what he's doing. The content of Shake It, the hook is you're in a club, and also the hook is very good. His hook game on a lot of this project is strong, very catchy, some catchy lines in there. There was a bar about Megan the Stallion that I thought was funny. I think it's in the hook of one of the songs. But God, I can't remember what it was. I should have wrote it down. I might find it and put it on like a little thing there. I remember it might have been Nicki Minaj. There's a line about a female artist in there though, and I think it's hilarious. But it's kind of hard to come up with stuff to say about this project a little bit because it's simple. It's very simple, and I always have a hard time finding stuff to say about simple albums. But it's a good time from start to finish. It is a good time. There's no real dragging part. It's just a good, simplistic, fun time. You'll go into the album. You'll find your songs. You'll add them to your playlist. You'll listen to them with your friends. You'll listen to them on your own time, and I think there's something there. Overall, because of that, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, which is like usually when an album that I like but not like too much. That's probably what I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I like the sound pretty good. If you haven't heard of Big Ye, go listen to him. Or Big Yavo. His name is Big Yavo. Have I been saying Big Yav or Big Ye? It's Big Yavo, and I might have been messing it up the whole time. I hope I haven't, but anyway, I know if you made it to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it. Sorry about not having too much to say about a simplistic album. Go check out the other album reviews. I have a lot to say about Tory Lanez's new album on the it's right over there. I just go find it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe. I know you're not subscribed. Chances are you're not subscribed if you're watching this. Please subscribe, or I'm gonna beat your ass. Please, I love you.